From red carpets to private jets, Salma Hayek's family life looks like a modern fairy tale. But the reality in 2026 is far more fascinating. Behind the billionaire headlines and luxury photos is a tightly guarded world few ever see. Her daughter and stepchildren have grown up at the crossroads of Hollywood fame and global power. And how they're navigating that extraordinary privilege is raising eyebrows everywhere. In September 2007, Salma Hayek and François-Henri Pinault welcomed their daughter, Valentina Paloma Pinault, marking a joyful milestone after just a year of dating. Valentina was born at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles, surrounded by family. Hayek's mother and brother were present to celebrate the newborn's arrival. At the time, the news was met with excitement, as Hayek, already an established star, embraced this new chapter in her life. In a 2015 interview with People, Hayek reflected on her journey to motherhood, revealing that having a child felt uncertain for a time due to her age. "I had my child so late in life. I thought I wasn't going to be able to, and it was such an important thing to me," she admitted. At 41, becoming a mother was both a dream realized and a transformative experience. Following Valentina's birth, Hayek intentionally stepped back from acting, prioritizing family while balancing her career. Yet her return to work was also about teaching her daughter a vital lesson. "It's important that your kids understand that they are the most important thing, but it's not all about them," Hayek explained. "You set an example that you are also your own person, and you have to continue to grow in the field that you are working." Through it all, Valentina became not just a daughter, but a guiding inspiration in Hayek's personal and professional life. At just 14 years old, Valentina Paloma Pinault had already achieved a milestone many aspiring actors dream of, gracing the cover of a major magazine. In May 2022, Valentina posed alongside her mother, Salma Hayek, for Vogue Mexico, delivering a stunning mother-daughter cover story that celebrated both their bond and individual style. Born in Mexico herself, Hayek's pride in sharing the spotlight with her daughter was evident as they were photographed in multiple locations and outfits, including a memorable shot where both wore matching striped t-shirts and jackets, exuding effortless charm and chemistry. In her Vogue interview, Valentina spoke candidly about her ambitions, revealing a desire to follow in her mother's footsteps while also carving her own path. "I want different things, but I almost always move between four. I would like to be an actress and then a director because that is what makes sense in my head," she said, as translated to English. She added that understanding the craft from both sides of the camera is essential. "I think it must be more difficult to be a director if you don't have experience on the other side of the screen. That could help directing." Even at 14, Valentina's vision for her future demonstrated a maturity and ambition reminiscent of her mother, signaling that she is already stepping confidently into the world of entertainment. Even as a teenager, Valentina Paloma Pinault has shown she isn't afraid to speak her mind, especially when it comes to movies. During a 2021 appearance on The Ellen DeGeneres Show, Salma Hayek revealed she was more than a little nervous about bringing her daughter as her +1 to the premiere of Eternals. "I gotta tell you, she's very tough. I was terrified to take her," Hayek admitted. "She's seen movies where she goes, 'My God, that was awful. Mom, what were you thinking?' So I was so scared." Clearly, Valentina doesn't mince words when critiquing films, and her discerning eye has already earned her a reputation as a tough but honest critic. Despite Hayek's anxiety, her daughter ultimately gave both the movie and her mom a thumbs up. "It was fun. It was a good movie." Valentina's candid feedback reflects a maturity and confidence beyond her years, showing that she approaches cinema not just as an audience member, but with the analytical mindset of someone who is already thinking critically about storytelling, performances, and direction. For Hayek, this mixture of pride and nervous anticipation underscores the unique dynamic of having a daughter who is unafraid to challenge even her mother's work. With her honesty, wit, and insight, Valentina is shaping herself into a formidable voice in the world of film, one who doesn't shy away from sharing her unfiltered opinions. While Valentina Paloma Pinault may have a reputation as a tough movie critic, when it comes to her mother, Salma Hayek, she transforms into her biggest supporter. From glamorous red carpet premieres to milestone career celebrations, Valentina has consistently been by her mother's side, cheering her on with pride and admiration. One standout moment came in November 2021 at Hayek's Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony, where Valentina spoke openly about her mother's achievements during an on-air interview for Univision's El Gordo y la Flaca. "I like that everyone is going to see her here," she said, as translated to English. A simple yet heartfelt acknowledgement of Hayek's enduring impact on Hollywood and global cinema. Beyond the cameras and applause, Valentina's presence at these events reflects a deeper bond, one built on respect, love, and shared joy in each triumph. She not only celebrates her mother's professional successes, but also embodies the pride of a daughter who recognizes the significance of her parents' journey. Whether clapping from the audience, offering candid feedback, or standing beside Hayek in full view of the world, Valentina is a steadfast champion. Valentina Paloma Pinault is carving out her own creative identity, and photography has quickly become one of her greatest passions. During a playful "What's in My Bag" segment with Vogue Mexico, Valentina proudly revealed a vintage camera, giving fans a glimpse into her artistic side. "I take photos of my friends with disposable cameras," she explained in the video, noting that she also attends photography classes at school to hone her craft. Her mother, Salma Hayek, weighed in with praise, highlighting Valentina's eye for composition and originality. "I like her photos a lot. She always has an interesting point of view." Photography isn't her only interest in vintage culture. Valentina has a love for retro items, including purses. Hayek teased that one of her own bags, which closely resembles one of Valentina's favorites, has been missing for quite some time. "She loves photography and loves everything to be vintage," Hayek added, glancing playfully at the bag. Valentina's curiosity and dedication to her art demonstrate a thoughtful, observant nature, and her appreciation for vintage aesthetics suggests a creative sensibility that blends nostalgia with modern expression. Even at a young age, she is developing a distinct style and perspective that sets her apart, showing that her interests extend beyond the spotlight into personal and artistic exploration. Through her lens, Valentina is already learning to see the world with intention and creativity, hinting at a future where her passions may flourish alongside her mother's legendary career. Valentina Paloma Pinault is developing a sophisticated and playful approach to beauty, showing an early passion for perfume and makeup that reflects both creativity and personal style. In a Vogue Mexico video, she revealed that she always carries at least 3 different fragrances in her bag, each chosen for a specific occasion, including trips to fancier places with her parents. Her most treasured scent is Chanel's Misia, which she proudly purchased with her own allowance. "When I go to a fancier place, I wear this one. I love it," Valentina said, her excitement evident. But fragrance is just one way she expresses herself. She also experiments freely with makeup, embracing it as a tool for creativity rather than conformity. "I love makeup. I have a lot of it, but I don't do it to be very pretty or because I want to remove imperfections," she explained. "Sometimes I don't want to apply concealer because I think dark circles add something else. I like to wear makeup in lots of colors and, I don't know, I like to explore it." Certain tools are her constant companions, including lip makeup and her trusty eyelash curler, which she insists is irreplaceable despite its age. Through her playful experimentation, Valentina is already cultivating a unique aesthetic, one that celebrates individuality, bold choices, and a thoughtful understanding of self-expression. Valentina Paloma Pinault grew up immersed in a trilingual household, navigating the worlds of French, Spanish, and English from a very young age. With her mother, Salma Hayek, born in Mexico, and her father, François-Henri Pinault, hailing from France, language was more than a tool of communication. It was a bridge between cultures and a core part of family life. By the time she was a toddler, Valentina was effortlessly switching between the three languages, absorbing the rhythms, expressions, and nuances of each. Her father once shared a charming anecdote with People in 2010, noting how quickly she was mastering French. "It's amazing how fast it comes," he said, revealing that Valentina was even teaching her mother French. This early exposure not only made her fluent, but also instilled a deep appreciation for cultural diversity and communication. Being trilingual has allowed Valentina to navigate multiple worlds simultaneously, from the glamour of Hollywood and the fashion capitals of Europe to the intimate, everyday moments of family life, while also giving her a unique perspective on storytelling, art, and connection. Her linguistic skills reflect not just intelligence, but adaptability and curiosity, qualities that will undoubtedly shape her future pursuits, whether in acting, directing, or any creative endeavor she chooses to explore. Valentina Paloma Pinault has a deep and playful relationship with music, one that reflects both her eclectic taste and her personality. Unlike many teens, she favors original iPhone headphones over AirPods, showing a preference for simplicity and authenticity, and even keeps a prayer candle with Lana Del Rey's face, a quirky homage to one of her musical inspirations. Her tastes are wide-ranging, from classic rock legends like Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks to modern icons, but her ultimate celebrity music crush is Kanye West. In a Vogue Mexico interview, Valentina shared the hilariously unconventional way she made her first impression on the rapper. "The first thing I said wasn't like, 'I love your music, love your style.' No," she recalled with a grin. Instead, she asked Kanye, "Do you want Starbucks?" Hayek chimed in, attempting to explain, "Yes, because they were going to Starbucks to buy," before breaking into laughter at her daughter's unpredictability. Valentina shook her head and laughed at herself. "I always do something like that." Valentina Paloma Pinault has become a familiar face alongside her mother, Salma Hayek, on the world's most glamorous fashion stages. In March 2022, she attended Balenciaga's Paris Fashion Week show with Hayek, marking one of her early public appearances in the fashion world and demonstrating a growing comfort in high-profile events. Almost a year later, the mother-daughter duo traveled to Milan for the Gucci Fall-Winter 2023 fashion show on February 25, 2023, further cementing Valentina's presence as her mother's stylish companion. At the event, Hayek captivated the crowd in a striking blue dress adorned with crystal embellishments that shimmered like fireworks, while Valentina exuded her own chic sophistication, wearing a long leather skirt paired with a blue dress shirt. Beyond the outfits, these appearances showcase the close bond between mother and daughter, with Valentina not only learning the nuances of fashion and style from Hayek, but also gaining confidence in expressing her own aesthetic. Serving as Hayek's +1 at such events allows her to witness the intersection of artistry, glamour, and celebrity firsthand, while simultaneously carving out a subtle presence of her own. Over time, Valentina's red carpet experiences reflect a blend of mentorship, personal style, and poise, hinting at a future where she could navigate the worlds of fashion and entertainment with the same elegance and confidence as her mother. Now let's talk about Salma Hayek's stepdaughter. Mathilde Pinault was born in 2001 in France, the second child of François-Henri Pinault and his first wife, interior designer Dorothée Lepere. She entered a family already marked by creativity and international influence, following her older brother, François, who was born in 1998. Growing up, Mathilde was exposed to the worlds of design, fashion, and business from an early age, reflecting her parents' diverse interests and high-profile lifestyles. After her parents' divorce in 2004, her father later expanded the family, welcoming another son, Augustin James Evangelista, in 2006 with supermodel Linda Evangelista, giving Mathilde a younger half-brother. Despite the blended family dynamics, Mathilde has maintained her place as a private yet integral part of the Pinault legacy. Mathilde Pinault was born into one of the world's most prominent fashion dynasties, a legacy built by her grandfather, François Pinault. What began in 1962 as a modest timber trading company, Établissements Pinault, evolved into a global powerhouse in retail and luxury under the Pinault family's guidance. By 1988, the company went public on the Paris Stock Exchange, and in the late 1990s, it pivoted into luxury, acquiring Yves Saint Laurent and a controlling stake in Gucci in 1999. These strategic moves laid the foundation for what would become Kering, a fashion and luxury empire estimated to hold $36 billion in assets as of 2023. In 2005, Mathilde's father, François-Henri Pinault, took the helm as chairman and CEO, and also serves as president of the family's holding company, Groupe Artemis, cementing Mathilde's position as an heiress to a global luxury legacy. Despite the immense wealth and high-powered lifestyle surrounding her, Mathilde has spoken candidly about her father, describing him in a 2022 Paris Match interview as a complex being whose life can be exhausting, but who, in intimate moments, is very accessible and, above all, very funny. His humor relaxes me. Mathilde Pinault developed a lifelong passion for horses and equestrian sports from an early age. Growing up in Paris, her mother, Dorothée Lepère, introduced her to the world of riding, starting with Shetland ponies when Mathilde was just 4 years old. By the age of 6 or 7, she was already volunteering to care for the horses, demonstrating dedication and a deep love for the animals. At 10, she received her first pony and began training at a pony club outside Paris, setting the foundation for what would become a serious commitment to equestrianism. Around the age of 12, Mathilde discovered show jumping and started competing, embracing the sport with both focus and enthusiasm. In a 2019 interview with Stud for Life, she noted, "My father and my grandfather are very sports-oriented, and I am the only athlete in the family, so it is a good pressure, and I am very proud of it." Her stepmother, Salma Hayek, has also celebrated Mathilde's achievements, sharing videos of her competitions on Instagram with captions like, "Congratulations, champ. We are so proud of you," in 2022. Mathilde's dedication reflects both her personal drive and the influence of her family's high-achieving environment. Mathilde Pinault is pursuing higher education while balancing her passion for equestrian sports. According to her LinkedIn, she is a student at M. Lyon Business School in Lyon, France, with plans to graduate in 2024. Her coursework spans economics, social sciences, accounting, and commerce, providing her with a strong academic foundation, but her heart remains with her equestrian ambitions. In a 2021 interview with The Auction, she revealed that her dream and goal is to become a professional equestrian, a commitment she reinforced in 2022 with Paris Match, stating, "I have decided to stay in France and invest in my career as a high-level sportswoman. I'm giving myself 2 years to progress. I would like to do the World Cup in Aachen in 2024. And why not the Olympic Games in Los Angeles in 2028? Despite her family's immense wealth and influence, Mathilde emphasizes the freedom she's been given to pursue her own path. "On my father's side, they were always very flexible and told me to do what I liked without any pressure," she told Stud for Life, adding, "I've never been under pressure to take over the family business." Mathilde Pinault has quietly carved out a presence in the fashion world, supporting the family business while exploring her own modeling and brand affiliations. She often attends Kering brand shows and has represented upcoming collections at Fashion Week, blending her insider knowledge with personal style. In 2021, she made a notable appearance at the Balenciaga ready-to-wear Spring-Summer 2022 show during Paris Fashion Week, joining her father, François-Henri Pinault, and Balenciaga CEO Cédric Charbit on the front row. Discussing her interest in fashion, Mathilde told Vanity Fair Italia that what draws her is its range of action on culture and society, what is happening to a brand like Balenciaga in its catalytic power. But what matters most to me is change. Beyond runway appearances, she has appeared in publications such as Vanity Fair Italia and Paris Match, where her love of horses was incorporated into her features, connecting her personal passions with her professional image. Matilda has also modeled for luxury equestrian brands, appearing in L'Officiel in 2017 for Miyasuki, and in 2023, Women's Wear Daily reported that she was named ambassador for Dada Sport, a top equestrian clothing brand. These experiences demonstrate her ability to navigate both the worlds of high fashion and equestrian luxury, combining family legacy, personal interest, and professional poise, positioning her as a young woman, building her own identity within the realms of culture, style, and sport. Matilda Pinault moves comfortably within an elite circle of young women who, like her, navigate lives shaped by wealth, influence, and culture. Among her friends are fellow heiresses such as Nikki Hilton and her mother, Kathy Hilton, with whom Matilda sat side by side during the Giambattista Valli Haute Couture Fall 2023 show at Paris Fashion Week, a moment that highlighted both her social standing and her keen sense of style. Her network extends beyond the fashion world, having crossed paths with luminaries like Vogue editor-in-chief Anna Wintour and Tess Cuaron, daughter of Oscar-winning director Alfonso Cuarón. Matilda also shares the bond with European royalty and global fashion heirs, reportedly counting Monaco royal Charlotte Casiraghi and Zara Heiress, Marta Ortega Perez among her friends, both of whom share her love of horseback riding, reinforcing a lifestyle where shared interests strengthen elite connections. Through these relationships, Matilda balances the privileges of her family legacy with authentic social ties rooted in common passions, particularly equestrian pursuits and fashion. Matilda Pinault shares a remarkably close bond with her stepmother, Salma Hayek, finding both personal guidance and inspiration in the actress's presence. Since Hayek joined the family, the two have spent significant time together, cultivating a relationship built on mutual respect and affection. In a 2022 Paris Match interview, Matilda described her admiration for Hayek, saying, "She has a flame that soothes me. She helps me in my everyday life. She guides me in a very pragmatic way to face difficulty after difficulty." For Matilda, Hayek is not just a stepmother but a mentor, someone whose experience and poise provide a model for navigating both public life and private challenges. Their closeness was on full display in April 2024, when Matilda accompanied Hayek to the 60th Venice Biennale, one of the art world's most prestigious events. The mother-daughter-like pair turned heads in matching sparkling fringe gowns by Balenciaga, a visual testament to their connection and shared sense of style. Despite being the daughter of one of the most influential figures in fashion, Matilda Pinault manages to stay remarkably down-to-earth, seamlessly balancing the spotlight with everyday life. In a Paris Match interview, she reflected on this duality. "I can run into Anna Wintour at a fashion show and 2 hours later be at the cafe with my friends. I don't want to get used to these kinds of events. I go from one world to another." This ability to shift effortlessly between high-profile moments and ordinary routines reflects her grounded approach to life, even amid fame and luxury. Salma Hayek has praised the way her husband and family nurture this humility, telling Page 6 in 2022, "My kids are humble. I don't know how I did it, but I think that what was great is that they have a big spectrum of things." Hayek described the family's thoughtful approach to celebrating milestones. For Christmas, Matilda and her siblings receive a mix of millions of presents, some small and meaningful, some playful or silly, and one or two very special items. This blend of extravagance and simplicity fosters a sense of perspective, teaching Matilda to appreciate both luxury and ordinary joys. By cultivating a grounded upbringing, her family ensures that while she may attend Fashion Week and mix with industry icons, she remains connected to friends, hobbies, and the everyday pleasures that keep her identity balanced, humble, and authentic. What do you think about Salma Hayek's daughter and stepchildren? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.